Welcome to Big W BBQ. My name is Nate. Today we're going to be grilling up some calzones. Thanks so much for hanging out with me here today. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, a special welcome to you. Like I mentioned, today we're going to be grilling up some calzones. With the first big weekend of March Madness coming up here, this is going to be a perfect food for any parties you've got going on. One of the fun things about making these calzones is that you get to make it customized to how you like your pizza. If you're looking for an alternative to the standard grilled pizza, I think you're really going to like these calzones. So I'm going to be making up two different variations here today. One of them is going to be a barbecue chicken, and then the other one's going to be a more traditional pizza. For the barbecue chicken now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some fresh chicken here. I'm going to go ahead and grill that up first, and then I'll add it to our calzone. Now, one of the fun things about making these calzones, or even any kind of homemade pizza, is that you kind of get to make it the way that you like it. That could mean that you could spend a lot of time, preparing all of the ingredients, the crusts, etc. Or you can go ahead and buy some pre-made ingredients. Before I even get to mixing up my dough, I'm going to go ahead and start grilling up my chicken breast here. For my seasoning for this chicken, I'm just going to use some kosher salt and some black pepper. Now that our chicken's out on the grill cooking, one quick tip is that since we're going to be using this grill again here to actually cook our calzones, you want to kind of keep the temperature around 400 to 425 degrees inside the grill. Since that is the temperature that we need to cook these calzones, you don't want to let that grill get too hot because it's a little bit tough to bring that back down. So now while we're waiting for that to cook, we're going to go ahead and mix up our pizza dough. So what I've got here is just some pre-mixed pizza dough that I bought at my grocery store. You can make your own stuff if you're feeling extra ambitious, or another alternative is just to go ahead and buy the pre-made mix. So I'm going to go ahead and let this dough kind of hang tight here for at least 5 minutes before I start rolling it out. This is a great time to go ahead and check on your chicken, see how that's progressing. So now that we got our chicken cut up, we got our onion cut up, now we're going to go ahead and start preparing our dough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead here on my countertop, I'm going to go ahead and put down just a little bit of flour here just to help with the stickiness. Then I'm going to go ahead and grab some dough here. Now what I'm looking at here is roughly about the size of a tennis ball or so. Then from there we're going to go ahead and make our circle. So now we got our kind of a circular shape here. What we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and add our base layer. For my first calzone here, I'm doing my barbecue chicken one. And so for the base layer here, I'm going to be doing barbecue sauce. I'm going to do another one here with a more traditional style pizza. However, for this first one, let's stick with the barbecue chicken. Go ahead and use any barbecue sauce that you like. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to go ahead and just put all my ingredients on half of this. I'm going to end up folding up the other side there, so there's no sense in adding ingredients on that side. Add some of our grilled red onion, and then we're going to add some chicken. Now you can go ahead and add as many ingredients as you want. However, I've found with these calzones that typically if you keep these simple, it cooks just a little bit better. Once we have all our ingredients there, then we're just going to go ahead and fold over the second side here. So for the seam there, you can kind of go ahead and just kind of pinch it shut, or if you'd like, go ahead and use a fork there and just kind of seal it nice and close. Easy enough. So now I'm going to go ahead and put this off to the side. I'm going to go ahead and keep on making these until I run out of dough. We're sitting in pretty good shape here. So I've got my calzones all made here. While I was doing that, I just kind of kept it on the grill to make sure I was maintaining that about 400 degree temperature, because that's what we want to cook these guys at. And you want an indirect heat. Before we take these out to the grill, I'm gonna do one final step, and I've got some melted butter here. I'm just gonna go ahead and baste the top of these calzones. This is gonna help give it some color here for the finished product. From there, we're just gonna let them hang out here on the grill. Probably take around 20 minutes or so. Since all of our ingredients are already cooked inside, all we're doing is we're just trying to cook this dough. So let's go ahead and add that butter. Let's get these guys cooking. All right guys, we're back inside now. That took about 25 minutes, maybe rubbing up on a half hour. What you're kind of looking for to kind of tell when these things are done is you just kind of want to look at the crust here in general. You kind of want to make sure that the bottom isn't too burnt. Kind of depending on how even you rolled out your dough at the beginning there, you may run into the issue where it might start cracking. You might start losing some of your ingredients inside your grill. I had one that was starting to do that, so I just kind of cooked it up as much as I could, and I went ahead and pulled that one off. Let's go ahead and dig into this calzone while it's still nice and hot. That turned out awesome. If you're a fan of grilled pizza to begin with, you definitely have to try this. Just kind of a nice alternative. You still get those great flavors of your traditional pizza. Overall, I really like this calzone. Well guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot for hanging out with me here today. If you're looking for something to grill up here for March Madness, definitely give these guys a shot. Thanks again guys, I hope you have a great weekend. Until next time, I'll see you out at the grill. Take care.